That's a little softer on my wrinkles. Okay. Uh, trying to figure all this out. So, somewhere is the chat, if it shows up. Um, all chat's visible. So, I don't know. I gotta sit here and do my dues. Ah, thank you. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I was just saying I gotta do my dues to get my content out here, so here I sit. Yeah, the title is Space Alien. Hi, Alan. How you doing? I chose the title Space. Maybe I can take these things off for 5 minutes. Yeah, kind of. So, hi, Seventh. Did you get the link or the notification? Okay, I chose Space Alien because I'm curious what people think of this little paper mache guy they found in Peru. It doesn't look right to me. I mean, hey, Noise, how's it going? To kind of squint a little and look down. I'm gonna have to wear these blasted things. But the Space Alien from Peru, it doesn't look natural. It may be fossilized. I mean, I want to believe. I want to believe they're out there, but now that the government says they're out there, I don't know what to believe. Because well, anybody who follows my work knows I have no love for that institution. Yes, yes. So, and then there's pictures, supposedly. I saw one on now granted, no, it's a TikTok, but it came from Cultivated Kindness. Where it was they did an x-ray and it was supposed to have eggs. It looked like chicken eggs. And that's what really threw me off. It was something that just was not real. It's like that mermaid lady that's at the Ye Old Curiosity Shop in Seattle down at the pier. It's like a fish and I think a mummified rhesus monkey body. Last I was there, they still had it. But yeah, I just figured gonna go live, maybe see if anybody wants to talk about that. Or tell the story of what happened many years ago that kind of goes along with that joke I did to Bread. Yeah, I haven't been to that place in years. The last time I was there, there was some homeless, and that was before homeless got bad. There was some guy doing his business against a concrete wall. Yeah, I haven't been back to Seattle since then, and it's only 150 miles away. But yeah, the joke I did here not too long ago to Bread. Years ago, we have a group camping trip everybody takes. Yeah, I don't blame you. I won't even go to Portland either. I mean, Yakima's bad enough. But so we all go usually the last Sunday of the full week in June. And I don't drink like I did then. Oh, good Lord, no. But we all sit around the fire, passing around a bottle of Jameson. Can't drink that either now. It pretty much stopped at the kid from Ireland that never made it around. But I was handed a box of graham crackers and was told to Rachel, for me to pass it on to Rachel since we're all sitting around the campfire. Nobody has to get up. Just pass it around. Oh, no. No, not me. I lifted up my beer and I went to Rachel. And, oh, yeah. I haven't been to Moses Lake. I think I drove through it. No. I went to go see the crane, so I don't think I made it that far. But yeah, so they kept telling me to Rachel, and I wasn't grasping it because I kept raising my beer, going to Rachel. And the poor child was only like, "Hey, that way." I think she's only 15 at the time. She got to see, what kids out of high school act like. So yeah, that's now been the running joke. And so when I saw that meme about here's to bread, I just had to do it. So yeah, now now God willing, and I can wake up, I'm leaving the house tomorrow at 3 a.m. so I can be at sunrise at Mount Rainier when the sun first hits it. Last year I got up there I woke up about 4 last year, and I got as far as the top of Chinook Pass by Lake Tipso, and the sun was coming up, so it was too late. So, and I can't live from up there because there's no signal. But I'm going to go up, get some photos, turn around, come home, and go back to bed. Because Princess here usually doesn't get up till 9:30. So, dinner's planned out, everything's ready to go, so I can hopefully get to sleep close to 8 o'clock. Oh, I don't know about that direction, but the Bumping Lake area, I've heard screams in a couple places. I've heard the sticks on the trees, when they whack on the trees. Oh, good Lord, the smell. Oh my God. It's it's beyond the smell of something dead. Hey, Sasquatch, you're on the case. Good, you can be on the case. Go up to the American Ridge and start walking that and keep your ears peeled. That's where you'll hear it. Either that or I also heard it below Nelson's Ridge. But yeah, you hear those screams, you don't forget them. That smell, you don't forget them. Evidently, one night camping, rocks were being thrown at the coolers, and I had a cooler on the outside. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Wild, 10. I had a cooler on the outside of the tent by my head, and it was hitting the cooler. So, we play ladder golf when we're camping. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. It has nothing to do with golf. It's made out of PVC, and you've got 3 rings. Top ring is 3 points, 2, 1, etc. And the more the kids got excited and started yelling, the more screaming you could hear. I'm still getting chills just thinking about that. That was, yeah, no. Mm-mm. So I had the kids be quiet for a while. But yeah, good luck telling a bunch of 18 and 20-year-olds to be quiet. No. No. But they heard them. They heard the screams. There's only 1 or 2 that didn't hear them. So, yeah. I'm a believer in them. I didn't see the scat that the kids saw, but they didn't tell me till after we got back. We all started putting things together. So, yeah, black bears. I've only seen the black bear a couple of times, and they'll both have been in Rainier National Park, where I'll be. So, but they usually don't take no never mind to people. They don't. I saw a cinnamon bear not far from here, and so, but it was down in the draw. The next day, we go up to where the bear was. I go up, get pictures of the feet. Hey, Charlie, how's it going? To get pictures of the paws, and so I'm starting to follow the tracks, and the kids are like, and it's starting to go into a bramble, and the boys are like going, "Mom, no, 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 do not go in there," because not only is there bears, there's cougars as well, and none of us had a gun on us, so it's I have my protection, but at its size, all it would do is just piss off a big cat anyway. Yeah. Oh, no, that would give me the chills as well. And I've I've heard a bear growl from the other side of the bushes. I was going on a trail, and I heard the growl, and I told the boys, "Turn around, Jeep now, go to the Jeep." And they're like, "Why?" I said, "There's a growl. Go." We're in the Jeep, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there was bear scat everywhere in this draw." And I'm like, "And you didn't tell me why?" So yeah, uh, heard a cougar. I didn't see it, but that hiss, and it dawned on me because we were getting mud so we could take it home and go through it and pan through it, that there was a dead rabbit. There's some fur, the feet, and we were like, okay, well, that's a hiss. It's time to go now. And Keith's like, well, we have the gun. And I'm like, yeah, in the Jeep. That does no good at all. So convincing him to leave was kind of interesting because he was set on what he was doing. I'm like, no, I know that sound. That's just a larger version of our tortie we have at the house. So, yeah, I didn't have a topic. Yesterday was so busy. I had a wedding Tuesday night to attend to. Beautiful wedding, typical West Side at Canasket Palmer State Park. Gorgeous place. I just wish it was blue sky and sunny. And then drove home yesterday, stayed the night in Buckley. That's a cute little town. I'm gonna have to go back. But so not to mention I took off without my notepad. And all my ideas were exercising. What do people like to do to exercise? I fight monsters on my Switch with exercise. Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous. 57 years old and I'm fighting monsters in a video game. But I've ran over 250 miles in place in my living room. I'm surprised I have a piece of carpet right there. But yeah. I like to go out hiking, but this year has been such a mess. Having to deal with all of Mother's stuff. And then my dad going, oh, I don't think I'm long for this world. Well, he turns 90 in October. And I'm looking at that house going, oh, yeah, can you maybe start some Swedish death cleaning here? So I don't have to deal with it? Yeah, Sasquatch hunter. My dad's from Wallace, Idaho. Actually, both of my parents. Thanks. Yeah, lots of collagen. I do have my scoop of collagen in the morning with my cup of coffee. But yeah, my dad grew up in Wallace, Idaho, and so did my birth father. So, no, not now, computer. I have to plug in my phone. I'm still trying to figure out how to do it with the MacBook, how to do all this besides the phone. I tried OBD. I think that's what it's called. Oh, that just turned into chaos. All it turned into one big tunnel. It looked like I was on Space Mountain again as a kid. I'd like to figure it out. Maybe I could show some of my photography if I did. So if anybody's any good at it, give me a shout out. My email is mynamehere@yahoo.com. So, but, let's see. The weekend, get the granddaughter. She's so precious. She's 2.5. A fly lands on her. Her mother tells her, you have a fly. And she looks down at her leg and goes, oh, instead of being scared of it, which is nice, but I'm afraid she's going to want to catch every bug she can find. I do. We were in Hawaii for my senior trip. My cousin looks up at me and goes, come here, I'll show you something if you promise not to try to catch it. And I'm like, okay. And it was a gecko coming up the wall. And if I saw something like that at home, I'd try to catch it. I still try to catch the horny toads you see up on the hillside. That's what I got to do. I got to do one of these now on the hillside. It's a neat place. It's way better in spring and when the flowers are out and the sagebrush violets are fully grown and tasty. They're good. You can eat them. Just you can eat the whole thing, just like, but not like honeysuckles where you just take the sap out of the inside. But I guess I really need to come up with some bullet points to talk about, other than me just kind of, yeah, yeah. Oh man, what did I have to pick? Oh, I picked up this little tiny, tiny thing. It looks like a flying piece of rice out of my bathtub before the water started. I have to go through and do a little scoot and make sure nothing's in there, and I pick them out and I move them someplace else and they can live. But yeah, I had to stop everything, get out the little bug, get a picture of it, and since I can't figure out OBD, maybe eventually I'll show it. I have no idea what they are. They just show up. So my oldest got a load of apple wood for the fireplace. And there's these, middle of the day is the best time for me when I have internet, because CenturyLink, I can only get 20 megs up here in the middle of BFE. So if everybody's home and everybody wants to use it, I don't have squat. But there was these little bugs that came in with the apple wood. Well, they're not little, they're about yay big. And so one was crawling on the counter, because when you bring the apple wood inside, it warms up, they warm up. And I rolled it up in a napkin, and I was just going to throw it away, because usually I'll just catch them, put them in a napkin, and if they free themselves from the garbage can, great. Well, unfamiliar with this bug, I popped it on accident. And my son's girlfriend's oldest boy looks at me and goes, "Oh, Steven usually lets those go." Yeah, I felt like that big. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. I guess I taught him. Oh, cool. Thank you. So, I taught the kids, to respect things. Life is important and everything. And so hopefully the granddaughter will pick up on that too. I think it's me and, was it Scooby? Both of us have had black widows as pets. Oh, good. Thank you. I started doing those videos just because, well, nothing dies on the internet, and eventually mom will. That the boys could go back and hear and find mom and get a little bit of advice, but people seem to like it, so it just pops into my head, and there's days one sentence. I'll hear one sentence, and I'm sitting there on my phone, fingers going like crazy, just writing. But if I use speech to text, the next morning I'm going, oh my God, what was I thinking when I was trying to, word. But yeah. Back to I'm ADD, by the way, adult diagnosed ADD. I won't take any medication. Drink a lot of coffee. That sometimes doesn't always help. But yeah, my son will send me a text message with a picture. Do you want it? I'm like, no, I'm done with black widows. I'm good. My longest lasted 2 years. That was pretty good. Feed him crickets. Woke up one morning and there was one big cricket and no black widow. I'm like, well, you earned your keep. You're free. Go. But, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I know. We got to, add our little bit of immortality out there. And I'm not going to be famous or anything, but, the kids can stumble on, oh, this is grandma. Oh, yeah, she kind of looks like a grandma. Can you imagine what the 18-year-old kids now, when they become a grandma, that's if they, maybe some shouldn't, look back, oh, look, this is your grandma when she had an OnlyFans page. Oh, my God. It's going to be bad enough us Gen X get in there with our loud music into a nursing home, but good Lord, coming back into that, no. Though I think Gen X just pretty much ru- ruined the idea of the classical grandma. Gray hair, yes, still have the gray hair, but come with the gauges. I come with gauges. I come with tattoos. You know, I really don't bake cookies. You know, made a red velvet cake from scratch for my birthday. And, but yeah, I do, did, oh, yeah, I typically don't show the top of my head because you'd think, a full-blooded Yaqui Indian would have this beautiful, lush black hair. No, not grandma. Grandma was damn near bald when she died, so I'm just like, great. So I got the stuff in to start making my own shampoo. So hopefully it'll save some of it. I mean, I smoke a lot of pot. Never could get into that. It helps with the pain, but then I just sit there and do nothing, and then it makes the pain worse. But now my cat liked it when my son was propagating it. But that's why we called him Loops. So yeah, so usually I try to cut my videos off right about here. I mean, I'm self-conscious. I've got wigs, and they're fun and all, but I used to wear them in the wintertime, so, because one, it keeps your head warm. My granddaughter, just when she was younger, saw me in a wig and just started crying. She didn't understand that's still Nana underneath that hair. So, oh yeah, we are going to be kick-ass grandmas. I've got one. And that'll be the only one for my youngest, because his girlfriend's got 3 other kids. And one's half native or partial native, like I am. Another one's half Vietnamese. Another one's half Mexican. And then there's Kira, she's pretty much all white with a little bit of Native American. And I told him, I said, no, just adopt a black child and you'll have all the colors. You'll have everything right in there. He's like, no. He goes, having 4 kids on accident, I can understand. He goes, having 4 kids on purpose? He says, that's insanity. I said, that's what your grandmother did. So, yeah. So we've kind of got step grandkids, but they're not the little tiny ones. Yeah. All right. Thanks for stopping in, Sasquatch. I probably won't be here much longer either. I gotta finish a no-sew blanket. And then if anybody out there sees any sailboat fleece that I can find by the yard, let me know so I can make a boat blanket. Yeah, I really need to. I've rambled staring at myself for 23 minutes. Usually I just ramble to myself without having to look at myself. So, yeah, as you can see behind me, I collect ravens. They're my totem, I guess. Though, Yaquis really don't have totem poles. But I have Huggin' and Munnin on my back, one on each shoulder blade. So, and I don't know if I could even. Well, that's just weird. I got this last week for my mother. She hated tattoos, so I made sure I got a nice big one. But she, when she was younger, I should have paid attention. Something to do about St. Teresa, the little flower. So I got a rose. And because of what she suffered as a child, the things that shall not be named, and the way I had to suffer because of what she suffered, because, it comes out violently when you're an adult, I got the barbed wire for the pain. For the pain she felt and for the pain she inflicted on me. So, yeah, that's all I can think about right now. I mean, right off the top of my head. Anyone's got any questions for next week? Just put it in comments. Yeah, I'll eventually get better at this. I mean, I got better at speaking to a camera with nobody behind it so I could post it on YouTube. So it'll take me some time because most of my videos are 2 minutes long. But yeah, so maybe next bat time, same bat channel next Tuesday. And if I get a decent picture from Rainier, I will put it on my community page. All right, guys. Have a fabulous day. I'm so glad you showed up. And peace out. Okay, where's my thing to shut this off now? Thanks, guys. All right. Have a great day. All right. Bye-bye.